Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm out here at the barn today. I just got done working this girl. Yeah. Hi. So, sorry if I look a little sweaty and disheveled, but anyway, I wanted to get on here and do our little next part of our journey series, and it's actually about this girl here, which is why I thought it would be nice to talk to you after our little ride today. So the thing I wanted to talk about today is the phenomenon of taking a step back. Now, if you understand barrel racing, you know that competitors have two choices. They can either run to the left barrel first or the right. Now, this girl here, she had learned to run to the left barrel first. So we were running this way and doing pretty good at it last year. I had her running last season going to the left barrel first, and we were consistently, a little slower than the 4D level, but we were doing a pretty good job. But I felt like I was a lot more comfortable going to the right barrel first. This was the way my other horse runs, and I have been doing that a lot longer, and it feels a lot more familiar to me. So earlier this spring, I started thinking, maybe I'm holding her back. As we were progressing with speed and agility, I just wasn't really able to perform that great going to the left barrel first, because it wasn't what I was used to. So I wanted to make sure I was doing her justice, and letting her shine to the best of her abilities. So I decided that it might make sense to repattern her to the right barrel first and switch her to the right barrel first. This is something that she had never done before. We had never done before together. So it was essentially going to be like starting over from scratch. And that was really scary to me because we were making progress, but going to the left barrel first, but I basically, decided to start over with the hope and the expectation that starting over and going to the right barrel first would lead to more progress for us down the road. This was a really hard decision for me, but I thought it was the right thing to do, so I did it. And I repatterned her to the right barrel first, and after that I hauled her over to a nearby arena to make a little practice run, and of course it was a disaster. So of course I was thinking the whole way home, like, what the heck am I doing? We were doing such a nice job, and now I switched everything up and we're back to ground zero, and doubt and discouragement, yada yada, you know the drill. So I had to fight the urge to abandon that idea. Like, I had to fight the urge to go back to running the original direction. So I forged through and tried to put all those doubts aside, and we just kept going. And I'm happy to say that now we're doing pretty good going to the right barrel first. So listen to these words because they are important. I managed to trust myself. I managed to trust myself enough to keep going with my plan, trusting that it would be the best thing for the long term. And it's powerful when we can do that, when we can trust ourselves enough to take a step backwards, accept losing something in the short term because we trust it will lead to something better in the long term. That can be really powerful. And it's okay to change our minds, to pick new directions, even if it means backtracking for a short while. It's okay to reimagine our visions as we learn more about ourselves and the system around us. We should always be reevaluating, always be reassessing. And if you decide it's time to change the narrative, then change it, even if it means a temporary backslide. And I'm happy to report that months later, me and this girl, we are doing good. We are doing fantastic. We're making really nice runs, going to the right barrel first. She's getting faster every single time. We actually hit our personal best at the last jackpot against some, really stiff competition. So remember that a lot of things that we go after in life, a lot of the growth that we see throughout our life in actuality happens very slowly but surely. You know, sometimes the quickest way to get to where we want to go is just to make peace with having a little pause, having a little redirection, maybe starting over, rethinking something. Sometimes, you know, slow is fast. Don't double down on something that you feel like is not 100% just because you're worried about slowing down your journey or wasting time, or because you don't want to feel like you put all this work into something already and it's all been for nothing. I mean, the bottom line is life is nothing more than a journey. Life is just the journey, and we're here until we're no longer here. So while we're here, take the time you need to live the journey the way you need to live it. And no matter what, you know, never feel like you're starting completely over. No matter what, you're always starting the next situation with more experience and more knowledge. And that experience will be super valuable for you in the next path that you take. So, hope you all have a great rest of your day. Say goodbye to my little girly girl here. Yeah. You're such a good girl. Such a good girl. I'm gonna get her untacked and back in her pasture where she's happiest. And we will talk again soon. Next video to come shortly. All right, bye.